if we talk about Swiss startups, there's always coming up one name, and that's Wuala. And Wuala is founded by Dominik. Dominik, what is Wuala about?
Wuala is a social online storage. So what you can do is you can store files online. Then you can go to any computer and access your files, or you can share them with friends or in groups. So you could say, hey, I uploaded a bunch of photos, photo album, and then you send the link to your friends by email, Facebook, etc. And they can just access your photos, music, whatever you like.
And why is it this Swiss success story?
I don't think it's the Swiss success story. It's just that currently it's going really well for us. So we launched the public beta in August, and since then we have a very nice growth and a lot
some
of
numbers.
activity. We don't really share numbers at this point. What we can share is what we have on our website, which is that since the public beta, currently more than 35 million files have been stored and shared in the Wuala network. So this is quite nice, we believe.
Do you think that it was important for your success that your idea is so simple to communicate and to understand?
Yeah, yes and no, but basically I believe that we have a much more complicated system than what we're trying to communicate. So the big problem is that we have is our technology is very complex, which it's not the traditional online storage, but we still try to communicate it in very simple terms. But yes, I think simple communication is very important.
So do you mean that you managed to make a complicated software working very easily, so with a high usability for the user? Or?
We hope so, but there is a lot of room for improvement on that front for us, so we can still improve a lot. So for the last 4 years we've been mainly working on the core technology, and now that we have the first users and we have the experiments with the public beta, we're now focusing on usability, etc. So yeah.
You are not the only one offering online storage.
No.
Who are your competitors and why are you better?
Yeah, there are dozens of competitors. There's Box.net, there is Dropbox, there are so many, like even Microsoft and Google are trying to compete in this space. Our technology is really unique if we break it down, we mainly communicate 3 areas. The first one is our technology, which is we don't store the data primarily on servers, but in a peer-to-peer network, which reduces our costs so that we can provide you a better service for free. The second one is really that we focus on privacy. All the files that you store in Wuala are encrypted on your computer in such a way that not even we as the provider have access to your data. This is really in stark contrast to all competitors where at least the provider has access to all data. So this is key for us. And the third one is really that our system is our service is an application, a desktop app, but you can still start it directly from the web. So you can click on the start button, the desktop app launches, and if you want to share files with your friends don't even need to have this desktop application. But still the desktop application and the integration into your file system brings a lot of advantages.
And for a business model, you've chosen a freemium model, right?
Right.
And is there something else, or is it that? Or?
So what you get when you start, you get 1 gigabyte for free, and then you have 2 choices to increase your storage. You can either trade local disk space, which is unique in our system. So you can say, I want to trade 50 gigs on my computer, and then you get up to 50 gigabytes of online storage, or you can buy additional storage, and this is where we generate the revenue. We really focus on the premium services now. We're adding more premium features, we're dropping ads, etc. So we're really focusing, now that we've seen that this really works and scales up, we're really focusing on the premium services.
What is how is the conversion rate? How many users?
Well, I can't really tell you right now, but it's really nice. So we're very happy about that.
So you are close to reach your break even?
I can't comment on that. But yeah, we're really surprised by how many users are actually buying additional storage, and this makes us happy, and this is why we drop the ads and say, hey, now we really focus on this feature only, or on this business model, revenue stream only, because it makes a lot of sense.
Focusing also challenges for founders, what has been the hardest experience you made?
In general terms, or
during your founding process, like you as a founder, in what moment did you feel, maybe I should give up? And how did you deal with that situation?
I think so far we never really had this feeling because we had milestones, and each of the milestones gave us some power for the next one. So we had the closed alpha, which has been successful. We have the public beta, which has been successful. So we're really trying to have short iterations, proving us that we're really doing what the users want. So I think this has worked out.
So would you recommend it for others to set up little goals, goal by goal, to take that step?
I think in retrospect, what we did as a technology startup is we waited too long to go to the customer. And if I could give one advice to new startups, I would really integrate. I mean, this is what everybody tells you: integrate or have the users working on or trying out your product as soon as possible.
That's a good point, because there are many startups who try to make their product perfect and then go out, but when they go out and their product is far too complicated for the user and not even very close to the real needs of the user.
I think we can't say we're better in that. We had a very complicated product and we're now reducing the features. So this is something which tells us, hey, we should have gone to the users earlier on.
So you would recommend going out with a simple version and then adding little by little new features?
I would say so, but again, for a technology startup, which is true for our case, it's pretty hard because you need to work on the whole stack, and then only then you can add the features in the user interface. But then you realize, maybe this is not really requested, or you over-engineered, etc. So this is an advice. I think we didn't do it that wrong, but it's still you see it marginally that some features were too complex.
With all your experience, you're always going and get new points of view, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you have another point of view to share?
I don't know. We're quite lucky because we didn't have to get funding or financing very early on, so we're still completely self-funded. I think in that respect, we didn't lose any time. We were just really focusing on developing. I would say, I mean, this is for me personally, but this is also what a lot of others say, focus on the product. I mean, don't do marketing, don't do anything like this, but have a simple and working product that people love and like, that they want to share. So far our marketing budget was zero, but still we got tens of thousands of users just by users saying, hey, this is great, and they shared it with their friends. So really, I don't know, work on the product, make it really easy, simple.
You heard it, pay attention to that. And finally, what's your goal for the future?
Goal for the future? There are a lot of things currently happening with us which are really great. I mean, if our goal is to become the leading online storage, and I think we're on a good track there. Because in the end, if you want to store the world's data, there are two things which are critical for this. One is really focus on privacy. I personally wouldn't store data on Microsoft and Google, etc. So this is why we have this deep in our model, in our design. And the second one is really, if you want to store all the world's data, you have to have low cost. And this is, we believe, only our technology can provide that. So we're really quite confident that we can be the online storage in a few years to come.
Okay. So thank you for that insights, and I wish you good luck with that.
Thank you, Lo. Thanks.